Hello there lads and ladies, I am Kieran from Techers2 and welcome to my Premier League table prediction 2013 to the 2014 season. I'm going to start from 20th and make my way up to 1st, and I will give you my reasons. Okay, so Palace in 20th. Palace, I've put them there because I don't really think they've signed anybody. It doesn't look like they're going to be signing anybody, to be honest. It just looks like another Championship squad. If they do spend the money wisely, then they should be fine, but it's looking like they're losing players instead of gaining players. That's why I've put them there. 19th we have Hull. Put Hull 19th because they're another club who don't look like to be buying anybody. They have bought Maynard Figueroa from Wigan. I should know this because I'm a Wigan Athletic fan, and that's why I put them there, because he's a decent defender, but they need more than just a defender. They need attackers and stuff. That's why I put them there. Norwich, they are also another club looking like they're losing players. They've lost Grant Holt, he was a decent striker from last year. He's gone to Wigan. Yeah, that's why Norwich are 18th. Now we're moving on to Cardiff. Cardiff, I reckon they'll just scrape it because I think Craig Bellamy will have a good season next season. He is Premier League quality and he is a decent striker, and to be honest it looks like he knows his team well because he's been there for a while now. Okay, then we're moving on to West Brom. No, not West Brom, sorry, Stoke. Stoke, I think will also scrape it because they haven't signed anybody. Well, I've not really looked into it, but they don't look like they've signed anybody well. They've not signed anybody big, otherwise it would have been mentioned. West Brom, they're a decent side, but they've lost two strikers. That's the only downside to them, because they've lost Lukaku, who was on loan, and they've lost Fortune, who's gone to Wigan again. So they need to sign some decent strikers, because I don't think they didn't gain that much money off losing two strikers, because one was on loan obviously and the other one was only sold for cheap. But I still Odin Wingy, I reckon he'll be alright next year as long as he books his ideas up. So Aston Villa 14th, they've got a decent side, and the young guns are coming in now to Aston Villa and they're looking pretty decent. It's a young squad, but they've kept Benteke, luckily for them. He was a quality striker and I think he'll score some decent goals next season. West Ham, they've got also a decent squad, but they've got Diame, who's a decent midfielder. He looked like he was controlling the team last season, setting things up everywhere. They've got Andy Carroll up front, and they've got Kevin Nolan or Davis, one of them. Yeah, that's why I think they'll be there. Sunderland, they've only really signed Gaiacharini. He's a quality player though, that's the thing, and I think they're not a top 10 club. I think they're just borderline of it. That's why I put them 12th, because they have got a decent side, but it's like they don't know each other, to be honest. It's like a team full of randomers, I think. Newcastle is just the French squad. It's break turning into a French squad. Even though they're French, it's like they're all from different clubs, and there is some English players there, so they're also a club who need to like get morale, and once they've got morale with each other, they'll be fine, I think. Then they'll start getting to the top 10. Southampton, they've signed some quality signings. They've got Wanyama, who is a decent midfielder. He's a tank, and he'll be good next season. Lots of the sound. Oh, they've got Gaston Ramirez, who he's looking like he's going to leave to winter, but if he don't, then I reckon they'll be fine. If Gaston Ramirez goes, then I think Newcastle and Southampton will swap positions in the table. So now we've got Everton, because they've got a decent squad and they're not looking like they're losing anybody. They're like keeping everybody, and they've gained Joel Robles, who is a really good keeper, and I think he'll be a future star. will get big and go to decent clubs. They've got Cornet and they've got Alcaraz. They're just taking players from Wigan because, as you know, Roberto Martinez is the manager of them, and he's looking like he's taking. Well, I think that's all he's taking, them three. But them three, I think, will do alright next year because Alcaraz is a decent midfielder. I mean, not midfielder, defender. Swansea, 7th. I love the playing style what Swansea have got, and I think with the players they've got, because they all look seeming like they know each other very well and they know how they play together, which is always a good thing for every side. That's what you need basically. Michu, they've got Michu still, and I think he will have another good season next year. But some people have been saying he won't, like D and Brandon, but I reckon he'll have another good season. But Liverpool's 6th, because if they were to lose Suarez, then they'll basically going in the dumps, and if Arsenal get him, then they'll be fine next year because he is a quality striker. So we've got Spurs with 4th, we've got Gazabel, but he looks like he's going to be heading to Real Madrid soon. But when they lose him, I think they'll finish 5th or 6th from there on, unless they gain somebody decent again. City 3rd, because as you know, they are one of the richest clubs in the world and they have got a good squad, but I don't reckon it could beat Man United or Chelsea because they have just overall better squads, to be honest. Man United, I think, will finish 2nd because they've lost Alex Ferguson and Wayne Rooney looks like he's going to be going to Chelsea, and if Chelsea get Wayne Rooney, then they'll win. Simple as that, because they have got a really good squad, good defenders and stuff, and to gain an extra striker who is one of the best in England will just give him that bit more confidence, and I think they'll win it. Even if they don't win it, they've got Lukaku and stuff. Lukaku is probably going to be the next Drogba, looking like it anyway. So yeah, that's all guys. Be sure to check out the previous video to this, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.